Here we go.
I mean, lay it out there. Lay out your idea of government under libertarianism and prove you're not an anarchist. Because here's the thing about it. If you
Stop right there for a second. I'm going to keep going with this video. I'm responding to a... I'm sorry, dude. I really can't read your name, but your video is Libertarianism is Anarchism, prove otherwise. I'm not a libertarian, but this has a lot to do with me and a lot of different things. So here we go. My government, what I want the government is to be able to govern myself within reason. Now, I understand you probably by now are thinking, well, no one's smart enough to be able to do that. Well, teach them to be. Everyone can learn everything and anything. It's up to the people to learn it. Period. I do not see the greatest portion of adults in this world being adults. I see them as just fucking rich children. They can't govern themselves, so they have to have someone else govern them, and then they bitch about it when they don't have their way. Well, maybe if you could pull your head out of your ass and teach yourself that, well, maybe I should sue somebody because they made a funny face at me. Or maybe I should, I don't know, if I don't like what the hell someone's saying, move the fuck on. But we're not. We really aren't. We are still children in a sense. Even me, I have childish tendencies. I'm not fucking immune to our societal bullshit. I'm not. But, and we're moving on.
say that, for example, taxation is theft, which I think all libertarians have completely agreed on. I don't see any that's disagreed on that point.
I think just money in general is theft. I think it's theft of life. I hate the concept of money. I really do. If people want to run around and play Monopoly and think it's a fucking life necessity to have pieces of paper to fucking function, what? The shit's still there, with or without the fucking money. Water's still there. Well, how are we going to get people to want to pump the water or make things to pump the water? Well, maybe someone that wants water, maybe would want to find some way to, I don't know, pump the water. And then, instead of hogging the fucking water and making a profit, maybe show other motherfuckers how to do it without necessarily needing an incentive monetarily. Maybe the incentive would be, that's a nice motherfucker. He helped me. He's not a dick.
So, if you really think that, that means that you're not going to get to have that fire department or that police department or all these other things that you want, some kind of government protection. Because how do you have a government at all if it's not funded by anything?
Do you know that the greatest portion of firefighters are actually not paid? Did you know that? A lot of firefighters are actually, they donate their time. Okay, they volunteer. The greatest portion of firefighters are volunteer firefighters. They're not career firefighters because there's no money in it. Just like being a cop. There's no money in being a cop or a teacher or a fucking scientist, someone trying to cure cancer because they can't. There's no money in curing cancer. Because if there was money in curing cancer, fuck, cancer would be cured. But there's a $1 trillion fucking industry in killing motherfuckers. that don't have cancer yet to get cancer, so they can get treatment to fucking get the cancer. So the cancer is in them, so they go to the fucking hospitals and have to pay out the fucking ass for fucking cancer therapy, even though it's just killing them any fucking way. It's bullshit. Our fucking society is bullshit. All of this, it's crap. We're fucking children.
So you're going to have private charity fund it? You're going to have people voluntarily pay for things?
No, fuck money.
You suddenly assume that the rich are going to, just voluntarily surrender all their wealth to services that would take care of everyone else. I mean, that's...
No, you don't even allow them to have the type of power to be able to fund things. You just get the shit done. You're giving the fucking rich the power by letting them have the power. You're complaining about the rich, but you're okay with the rich having the money, so why are you complaining? I don't get it. That's kind of ass backwards, my friend. You don't bitch at someone. You don't bitch about something, but then are okay with it. I'm sorry. If you don't... Scenario. Someone's smoking a cigarette around you. Okay? But, well, better look. Same thing with the cigarette. Okay? Someone's smoking a cigarette. You're in their car. They're smoking a cigarette. You don't like them to smoke their cigarette. Who should shut the fuck up? You? Or should the person... Should you shut the hell up because you need the ride? Should you get out of the car because you don't want to deal with the shit? Or do you expect them to put out the cigarette to comfort you? I'd pick, get the fuck out of the car. Choose C. You don't need to be there. You don't need to deal with that crap. It is that simple. There are other things and other ways to get around.
Honestly, what you believe. And how would you decide that? How exactly would you decide which group of people has to pay for what?
No one.
And how much money they have to put here?
Everyone.
I mean, things like,
Everyone has to contribute, period. One way or another. Okay, but in this system, you don't have to contribute. You don't. You just need to make money. Fuck, do you think a person driving fucking taxis contributing to society? Do you think someone that's flipping fucking burgers at McDonald's is contributing to society? Is someone putting something on TV, just a fucking commercial so you will buy McDonald's, is that contributing to society? Is the cigarette companies contributing to society? Or are they contributing to the system, not society? Society is different than what we're doing. Society is every fucking buddy. Everyone. Not just fucking America. Everyone around the fucking world. Even the motherfuckers floating around in space. They're a part of our fucking society. Regardless. They're earthlings. Like you and me. Get it? Trying to fix something in a system that doesn't work fixing shit. It isn't going to fix anything.
Just things like, a fire department. How would you decide who exactly pays for it?
No one. Here's a better idea. Fuck the fire department. Use the best materials possible so you don't end up with a fire in the first place. But that would cost money. Or just material. Okay? You can have a machine do it. Fuck, the greatest portion of the auto industry is fucking machine now. There's machines that build houses. There's machines that fucking print they make 3D printing. That's some fucking reality. It's not some Star Trek mumbo jumbo. That's real. Nanotechnology is real now. And we're just kind of half-assed doing space flight, which is crap. Fuck. An iPod could run the fucking the space station, up there. Fucking iPod has more processing capability than that fucking space station. That's fucking sad. We're using old ass shit just to fucking float around. Yeah, progress.
How does that work? And you may say, oh, well, I want it funded through other taxes, I just don't want an income tax. Well, if taxation is theft, if the income tax is theft,
the whole monetary system is theft. Yeah.
Why wouldn't the other taxes be theft? You're saying that it's theft when the government takes your income from you, but it's not when they tax a transaction? I mean, you're paying that tax just like you're paying an income tax. So that, you know, it just doesn't make too much fucking sense is what I'm trying to get across.
Neither does what you call society.
And this whole, you know, taxation is theft thing, if you have a dollar bill and you look at it and you hold it up, you know, it's a nice green little piece of paper and it's got all this fancy stuff on it.
Yep.
And it's worth something. It has a certain value.
Yep. Money is faith-based. It has no tangible value at all. You put the value in money. Period. There's no gold in it. There's fucking sheep and a bunch of other fucking materials in it, but there's no gold. What is money? Money is a means of exchange. It is not valuable. You put value in it. Just like people value their phone. Like, I value my Mountain Dew. Do other people value my Mountain Dew? Probably not as much as I value my Mountain Dew. But it's my Mountain Dew. Till I drink it. And then I'm renting it because I poop it out. Or pee it out. You rent everything you fucking have. You don't own shit. Value is a man-made fucking thing. It's pointless. It's completely pointless.
To make a certain transaction with it and exchange that dollar bill for a certain good and do all these things, but it didn't just poof into existence. It
did poof into existence. We made it poof into existence, dude. It didn't grow on a fucking tree. Even then, it would still poof into existence. Fuck. Do you even understand what money is? Do you? I wish to know that from you. Do you know what money is? How it's made? What it takes to make loans? Any of that stuff. Because it seems you don't even know what money is in the first place. That's a big problem with people. No one knows. They just take it for fucking granted. It's stupid. It really, really is. I'm sorry. Money is a fucking childish toy that adults play with. And it's bullshit. Because people fucking die if they don't have any. And that's stupid. Everyone has the right to life, not the right to die.
It just happened. It didn't just appear. I mean, do you realize, libertarians, do you understand what gives money its value?
You do! People give money its value.
Any money.
People.
And that is blood, sweat,
people.
Death, work.
People give money value. Period. If all that stuff really gave money value, why does money fluctuate so much? Why do we have And you really have to look, you have to do something, okay? This is how you can tell that that's bullshit, as you just said. And I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not. I'll explain, okay? Take the American money and just say Europe or China, their currency. Take their currency, take our currency and another currency, and compare them. And compare them all the fucking time. Because I bet you, they change a lot. Why? Money is not valued by people's work. Money is valued by the stock market. Period. That's it. Money gets shifted around to make more money. That's how money functions.
Everything of value has some kind of work, labor that went into it. Have you?
Everything people value, yes, has something. Value is different from person to person. I do not value money. I don't. I see it as it is in my way. Okay? It is in my way of doing what I would like to do. What I would like to do is to go to Africa and feed a bunch of motherfuckers. And build farms and shit. Why can't I? I don't have money! The green, no, whatever fucking other colors there are. Why? Because of the faith-based money. Everybody believes and has faith in this shit. And why? It's fucking childish. Lemon.
It's a sample before, but the Hoover Dam did not just appear out of nowhere to be owned.
No, the Hoover Dam didn't appear out of nowhere, but I bet you the people who built the Hoover Dam were more proud of the fact they made the Hoover Dam than the money they made from making the Hoover Dam. I bet you the people who were offspring of the people who made the Hoover Dam are just proud that their parents were part of that history, not because they made money doing it. They contributed their time to do something historical that's worth something. The money is just a byproduct of what you need to live in the system.
World War II didn't just, not happen. It happened. People went over and they died.
Yeah.
To make that dollar more valuable. And they didn't.
So, that's not necessarily true. They died to save people. But we kind of fucked ourselves over with getting into that. But that's a completely different story.
Any kind of payment on their lives? The people who died.
They got payment. They got paid to go there, to die. Some came back, some did not. Did they have life insurance back then? I don't know. It's possible. Do I know? No. Is it a possibility? Yeah. Do I know? Yeah. People make money off of death all the damn time. Are they contributing to society? I can make a fucking coffin. What am I contributing?
At building the Hoover Dam didn't get any kind of payment on their lives. The people.
If they did, there was, I think about 300 people fucking died building that fucking thing. I may be off. Way the fuck off. But I know people died building that motherfucker. There's actually people in the fucking Hoover Dam because cement was poured on them. There are fucking corpses in the Hoover Dam. Motherfuckers died. And they're there now. Now, did they get pulled out? Probably, because that would probably fuck with the structural integrity of the Hoover Dam. But they're not alive. It's kind of hard to breathe in cement. It's kind of difficult.
Who went down into the gold and the diamond mines to die? They didn't.
Well, that depends. Africa makes people, they kind of have a forced labor thing going on there. Is it still going on? Probably. Why? So other people can have money. But the funny part is, Africa has diamonds, gold, all kinds of shit. They're the poorest country. Fucked up, isn't it? They're the poorest fucking country. They have things. We don't have shit but consumers. We're one of the rich ones. How the fuck does that work? So, does your labor fucking going in, your labor is how much you're worth? Bullshit.
Get any repayment?
You
And
get paid
you've got
to
the
do
fucking
diamond mining.
arrogance to think that you own these dollar bills, that it's yours, that it's got your name written on it.
I agree with you with that. It's not mine. It's not even the government's. And we're not even actually supposed to be questioning that if you have a Social Security card.
That you didn't benefit from the labor of others, and that society as a whole shouldn't be able to decide, okay, you know what, there's a certain group of people here, if you've got a lot of this, we're not going to let you, hoard it and wipe your ass with it and blow your nose with it and all these other things.
Yes, you are. You're even okay with that one. You're okay with people hoarding things. It's called rich motherfuckers. And why can I say that you're okay with this? Well, I can't really say you're okay. I can't. Because I don't know. I can assume, but I can't say it's true. I would say it's more, you're trying to find a solution, but you're stuck within the social system, the social system and the culture today. So you're trying to find a real solution. I'm proud of you for that. I am happy that you're trying to find a solution and you're combating stupid motherfuckers. High fucking five, man. High five. But if you try to fight for the system and then bitch at other people because they're doing the same thing, only in their own little way, how are you different? You don't want money to go away. They don't want money to go away. So in all respects, the same shit's going to constantly happen. And we're moving on.
Yeah, you're damn right. Society has a little bit of a obligation to control where this money thing goes.
Yeah, it does. And it should be pulled away from everyone. And everyone should have the best of every fucking thing. Why? Why not? We have the technology to do it. We do. We have technology to feed motherfuckers. Ever heard about aquaponics? How about buildings? Fuck, we have so many fucking skyscrapers that are empty. Well, why not? We have as many houses, empty houses, as we have homeless people. Really? Really? We have as many homeless people as we have empty houses, but we're okay with them not being in there because it's not their property. Come on. Look.
And so to say you own it, like your name's on it, like you've got, like your name is John Smith, and you've got your dollar bill that says John Smith on it. I mean, it's just bullshit. What have you done? What have you contributed?
Like I said before, I don't know you. May I ask what you do for a living? What is your what's your contribution to society besides moving money around? Honestly, I'm not being a dick, but if that's what contributing to society is, I'm sorry. Fuck society. Fuck you guys. I'm the fuck out. Peace. Because this ain't some fucking shit I'm cool with. Fuck, I don't even want my kids to deal with this shit. Okay? But I have to. Because it's not a fucking choice they can make. You try to fucking live on land and not fucking pay taxes and see how far you can get. I'm sorry. This is fucking retarded. Our social system is designed to fuck people over. If you haven't figured that out yet, I don't know when you will.
To all the people who died to make that dollar valuable.
Fuck the people that died that made the dollar valuable.
And so when the government takes it, and that's basically redistributing back to society.
No, it isn't. If the government, okay, let's say we pay taxes, okay? Taxes are supposed to go to education. It's supposed to go to people in need. And it's supposed to go to healthcare. It's supposed to go to, I think I said police already, so the fire department. Pretty much anything to help people out, okay? And keep things working in a okay manner at least. Presently, I'm living in South Bend, Indiana. Do you know you have to pay for your own kids' books now? This is new to me. I don't know. But if government is supposed to be trickling the money down to, I guess what you call social programs, they're not. The roads out here suck. The school system sucks. The police department are full of fucking morons. They probably just fucking graduated fucking the police academy and are hoping to fucking run after motherfucking crackheads and shit. And that's another fucking issue on itself. We can have a better lifestyle if we would get rid of money. If we would get rid of government. We have to govern ourselves. Shit, apparently the fucking politicians can't. Fuck, they can't even govern themselves, let alone us. And they're fucking us over pretty good. And they're fucking being childish. They fucking were trying to shut down the Senate because they were having an argument over shit. Now, how fucking kindergarten is that bullshit? Really? If they can't govern us, who is? Who's going to tell me what I can and cannot do? Maybe I shouldn't jump off of a bridge because gravity sucks. So that's what I do not do. Maybe I should eat food and good food at that, because that's a good idea. Do you really need to be? The only people that I know would need actual direction would be like autistic people, really, because they really don't have any fucking idea what they're doing half the time anyway. They don't. Are you autistic? And I'm not saying artistic, not painting fucking autistic. Artistic, okay? I know, and I'm making fun of them. That's what they do. But dude, come on. We need to do better than what we're doing now. And what we're doing now is what we've been doing, and what we've been doing ain't helping none. We've been doing this for how fucking long? Shit, we had a queen. We had a king, a queen, all that fucking shit. That didn't work. So we moved here. Killed a bunch of fucking Indians. Then we sat down, started doing our shit without money. No money. None. Just the fucking need to do and to exist. That was our fucking motivation. Now it's, oh, we need cash. We need money. I need my new iPod. Come on, Apple iPhone, we need a new one. Contribution is easy. It's useful.
You're going to complain about it as some kind of theft. But anyway, this whole thing with the libertarians, you guys, you can't even agree on what your outline for government would be, or if taxation is completely theft, or if it's just theft here but not theft here. And you haven't outlined why that would be. Look, and you know, people with common sense, we understand that, you know, massive corporations and the wealthy are not going to voluntarily, and I mean, those are the people with the wealth. Those are the people who have the money.
They do have the money. They do have the wealth. But you're allowing them to have the wealth. You're allowing the system to persist, to exist, to be. Why does this have to be? Because many people don't understand there's a way out. Education. Fucking key, man. You need to educate the shit out of these dumb fuckers. Every fucking body. They don't need a fucking education. They need to beat into them. I'm sorry. I'm not violent, but some people need a fucking dictionary and beat the shit into their head. Fuck. Half the fucking libertarians don't even know what libertarian means. Which is funny as shit. But that's beside the point.
Or have enough money to fund all these programs that we enjoy.
I went through this already.
Boy, under government.
What government?
But they're not, rational people understand that they're not going to voluntarily surrender that money.
No. You basically have to walk away from the system that they put in place to allow you to have better. That's your only option. How can you get out of the ghetto? Deny its existence. Deny you need money. And I'm not talking just one or two people. No, you have to do this to every fucking one. World fucking wide. Not just America, because that ain't gonna fucking work. You have to do it worldwide. Because if you only do it in America, the rest of the world's gonna bitch slap America. Because America ain't got shit. Sorry, it doesn't. We don't have nothing.
To help society. The monarchies did not voluntarily surrender the fucking castles to the peasants.
No. We kicked them the fuck out. We kicked the fucking monarchs and fucking aristocrats' asses. Because there's more of us than them. But that's the cool thing about government. It gets everyone to bitch about that shit, not take responsibility for the actions they have, and then, well, it's not my fault that guy got in there. I voted for the other guy. But you voted. You allow the system to exist. I don't vote. Do I get a right to bitch? Yeah. Because I don't want this shit no more.
They don't do it. You've got this rhetoric about force and coercion, and we don't want to force people. I mean, in a game of baseball, umpires have to force the people playing baseball to play by the fucking rules.
The umpire has to force people to play baseball. Has to force people to play baseball by the rules because they don't have the common decency and then give a shit about the fucking rules to be able to play it properly. If people would have the common decency and give a shit to play by the fucking rules, maybe they wouldn't need an empire. Just a thought.
It's not a difficult concept to understand.
Neither is mine.
But you guys want to throw around all this just rhetoric, this bullshit jargon and rhetoric and buzzwords, and that's all you've got. You've got no practicality in this argument.
I understand.
And I mean, only a goddamn idiot thinks that he hasn't benefited from the use of other people's labor for some kind of income. I mean, you don't shit gold nuggets. I'm
Nope.
sorry, but you don't. I mean, you prosper because of other people's labor.
Yep. Everyone has, regardless. No matter what the fuck they want to say. They didn't make the fucking iPhone. Someone else did. I'm sorry. All corporations are communist in a way. Because you punch in, you're in a monarchy. Well, I guess monarchy. You're in a monarchy. Whatever they say goes. If they don't want you, if you don't do what they say, they could fire you. You don't get no fucking vote. People don't understand that though. You have two forms of government. Well, really three. You have three forms of fucking government. You have work. You have the monetary system. Money. Because if you don't have enough of it, you can't exist. And the third one is your fucking whatever you believe is your voting capacity. You don't vote for shit, really, but... And why people are so up in arms about the fucking president's beyond me. He don't do shit. He's the motherfucking dude on the Wheaties box. To bitch about the guy, I'm kind of really tired of people bitching about the president. I really am. He doesn't do shit. He doesn't. That would be like being pissed off at the guy on the Wheaties box because the cereal tastes like it, because the cereal is stale. It really is. That's the best way to fucking put it. Bitch at the fucking box because the cereal's stale. And I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. You allowed the cereal to go stale.
And so the income tax is basically the price to pay for civilization. And I don't think civilization is such a...
Income tax is not the price to pay for civilization. Innovation is the price to pay for civilization. Because even if money didn't exist, innovation would still happen. Fuck. We used fire. No one was fucking paid to understand what fire was. Fire got hot. Fire hot. Brrr. Don't touch fire. Brrr. You know, we didn't need people. We didn't have to pay caveman scientists to figure out, don't touch that. We figured it out. Don't touch that. It sucks. Don't go under a tree when lightning hits. Sucks bad. Go in cave. Safer there. Okay? So, understanding and innovation is what drives society, not money. Money is just a fucking bullshit-ass excuse to keep it around. Trying to say that money exists so we could buy more, so we could get things. No, the things are there regardless. No matter what. The diamonds are still going to be in the ground if you pay someone to mine it or not. They're still fucking there. The gold's still in the ground if you pay someone to mine it or not. Even if you get a machine to fucking do it, it's still fucking there. Food will still grow. Plants will still grow without money. What the fuck are you going to do when an asteroid hits? Pay it to go away? It's not realistic. Dude, I think you need to get into like botany or something and understand plants need sunlight, water, earth. But you have to pay taxes to have land. No, you fucking go into the park and poke a hole in the fucking ground, drop a seed, and take a bottle of water and dump it on it. Even if you don't do that, go while it's fucking raining. Take the seed, shove it in the ground. It'll grow. You don't need money to exist, you need food, shelter, educate. Well, you don't even need education, but that's kind of a byproduct of living. Yeah, education is a byproduct of life. You need food, shelter, clothing. And that's about it. Education is a byproduct of existence.
Horrible thing. And so if you want to live in a civilization, you're going to have to contribute a little.
And I really don't like the word for civilization. Have you even looked up the definition of civilization? Have you? Civilization means civilized culture, basically. Are we civilized? Do we not kill each other because we have a problem? Do we actually help each other out without any need to benefit from it? Are we really civilized? Our civilization's bullshit. Sorry. I'm really sorry this video is fucking long as shit.
And you may say, oh, well, I don't have to have a gun to my head to contribute. I'd gladly contribute. Yeah, well, there's a bunch of assholes who wouldn't contribute.
Well, fuck them. Let them still exist. But the thing, though, is it's really hard to sit on your ass and do nothing if you're able to do shit. Okay? I'm sorry. It's hard not to do something if you have the opportunity to do it. Does that not make any sense? I would like to go to Six Flags. I cannot. I have no money. I have no car. There are probably a lot of people out there that have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of ideas, but are worried about people stealing their ideas to make profit with it, that they don't even do it. There are people out there getting a fucking shitty-ass education, and what can they do about it? Nothing. They're getting a shit-ass education, and they just want to get done with it and not deal with fucking this bullshit anymore. This system is handing them shit, so they're saying, fuck you. Does that not make sense? If someone's punching you in the face, are you really going to say, hey, let's be friends afterward? I'm sorry. You get what you produce. You're producing assholes. So why are you surprised that you're getting assholes?
And that's the entire point. I mean, America's infrastructure, for example, just in this country, we look at infrastructure everywhere. I mean, look how broken it is. Do you know what it would look like without taxation?
Don't know. I really don't. I don't even think you know. Could it be better with taxation? Yeah. Could it be worse with taxation? Yeah. Because one way or another, someone's going to line their pocket with something. Maybe a politician has stock in a construction company. So he pays the construction company to tear down a shitload of houses when he gets in the office. Like what's happening here in South Bend. Everyone believes it's a good thing. He's tearing down shit houses. I get that. Houses that could be a nuisance. Yeah, they could be a nuisance. But if you're kind of getting paid a small little fee for allowing them to do that, come on.
I mean, why do you think the super wealthy exploit every fucking loophole in the tax code that they can find? Why do you? think they do that, libertarians?
Because there's that shit in place that they can. Get rid of money. How can they? If you get rid of government and govern yourself in the proper manner, how can they? Everything is faulty in the system, but everyone's fighting to keep it. You're fighting on your side to keep it. And the people you're bitching at in this video are trying to keep it on their side. I'm saying, why do we have to have it at all? It's stupid.
If you have this faith that they're going to voluntarily surrender their wealth and that they're going to voluntarily pay into programs to take care of people, why do they go out of their way to send in lobbyists to exploit every possible loophole that they can find?
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about. That's why I'm against money. Because without it, they can't do that. Everyone gets the fuck what they need. And I'm not talking about fucking gold toilets and all that shit. I'm talking a good fucking standard of living. I'm not talking they get fucking caviar for fucking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm talking they get a house. Not a shitty fucking house. Just a fucking house. A fucking place where they don't have to live on the street. Or in a shithole. They get a good ass education. The best fucking education possible. So they're not fucking idiots. And the premise of the whole education is history. One big fucking thing is history. We see throughout history that we've had money, we've had problems, we still had money, and we still had problems, and we still had money, and we still had problems, and we still had money, and we still had problems, and no one's ever fucking put the two together. And maybe if we get rid of money, we probably could eliminate a lot of fucking problems. Like, you can't really steal shit if shit can be handed to you. It's hard to fucking put a gun up to some motherfucker's face to ask for some fucking cash so they can get food if they could just go somewhere and get food. It's hard to fucking rob a bank if the bank doesn't exist. It's hard to end up in debt through the bank because you want to have a better education. It's hard to have a shit education if there's no money involved.
So even when they're being
I really need to fucking narrow this out, don't I?
forced to do something, they're not even doing it. And you're saying, well, let's just remove the force and then they'll do it.
Money's forcing me to use money. I can't go into a store and pick up an apple and eat it. I physically can, but there's consequences. So, with those consequences, do I really want to go into a store because I'm hungry and eat a fucking apple?
It doesn't make any sense. It has no place in practical reality. And yeah, you people, you are fucking anarchists, and your ideology would lead to a monarchy. You would just let the rich run wild, and you know, they would have extremely advantaged positions, and everybody else would be completely fucked.
We're already in a monarchy with just voting qualifications. How many fucking presidents, senators, townsmen, and a bunch of other fucking things, the greatest portion of them, with higher, okay, how many of them were middle class? How many of them were poor? How many of them lived out of a cardboard box before? Okay, so how can a politician help? He has no qualifications to fix shit. He doesn't even know. I bet you you rip his pants in half. You put him in front of a sewing machine with his pants. You wouldn't know what the fuck to do. He doesn't have that skill. He doesn't have problem solving skills. Science is our greatest fucking asset. Science is the only thing that's helped us out. We need to fucking change our shit. How we're governing ourselves is killing everybody. Ourselves, and everyone else included.
And that's all you guys, that's what you can't understand about your ideology. There's no fairness in it. Anyway.
End of the video. I wanted to play that little tidbit again. Little.
Anyway. And that's all you guys, that's what you can't understand about your ideology. There's no fairness in it. Anyway.
And a proposal for you. How is our culture's predicament fair to you? Versus fair to just some random schmuck on the street that lives in a cardboard box. How is it fair? The world has, especially America, has a big lack of unity. I don't even know why the fuck we call it the United States of America. Fuck, we're fighting with each other. Shit, Texas has fucking said, oh, the fucking senator out of fucking Texas said that they were going to leave, which is stupid. But everyone is forced in the system to live in the system. You don't have a question. You have no reason to question it, except how can it happen? How can it exist? And if you question, why do I have to do this? Everyone gets pissed off at you. I'm sorry. I'm always going to question it because it's bullshit. It's bullshit to fucking think that no one can exist without money. Because I'm still here one way or another. Well, it's been real, it's been long, and I hope you and everyone else have a good life, man. Peace.